This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
Okay, so here's my pitch for you music video, sir. A boy and a girl driving on a dark road. The car runs out of gas, so they start walking. Then the boy suddenly turns into a cat monster. What? But it's okay, because it's just a movie that the same boy and girl watching in a theater. The girl gets scared, so they leave, and the boy starts singing to the girls who walk home, but then some zombies show up. What? And the boy turns into a zombie, they start dancing, but then he's not a zombie, but then he is. And then the zombies chase the girl in the abandoned house, but when they finally catch her, there's no zombies, everything's fine. But wait, no, it isn't. The boy has yellow cat monster eyes. What do you think?
That was really quick. I wonder if the music video should be long, though.
Much longer. Much longer. But welcome to Baconsale. I'm Joel.
I'm Kent.
And I'm Zack.
We'd like to thank you for listening to our last episode, our mustache tearing episode.
Of course.
What?
Hey,
our
guys,
mustache tearing
still
episode.
have mine.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thanks.
I felt like I was like fawning on you, and so I've left it alone. But I noticed.
I will take validation all day. It's my second favorite love language, actually.
I noticed that, Kent, you even trimmed up the neckline.
Yeah.
I see you.
Hey,
I see you.
Say it. I need the word, Zach.
Kent, you look so handsome.
Thanks.
Okay.
Joel, what do you think?
I'm growing facial hair too now.
Yay!
I just felt inspired.
We
after
can all
last
have
week.
manly beards.
Yes.
Hey, and speaking of our appearance, Star Wars expert Kyler on Twitter said that on the episode art, good job, Kent.
Was that a question?
Kind of. I mean, it's us.
Hey, listen,
right?
it's not my fault that we all had mustaches.
Hey, I was going to say, since the episode did release on April Fool's, if you go to our Instagram page and look at the image that was posted for that, swipe right. See what
you
got
to swipe left.
Swipe left. Like, swipe left.
Yeah, swipe left on the image.
Which one is it for Tinder?
Yeah, it's swipe left if you don't like it.
Well, I haven't done that. I don't
haven't?
pay attention.
The little
to
hidden
my
image
own
there.
show.
For those
yeah,
that
it's
noticed.
real nightmare fuel when you get there.
So, Star Wars expert Kyler said that Kent was the creeper. Joel was the cop arresting him. And that I, Zach, was the hipster who saw it all happen. Also possibly the real villain.
I believe it.
And
Me too.
yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. And I am ashamed. Patrick Rhodes, he said, Mount Stashmore was right there.
Oh,
Plain as the stash on Zach's face.
Stashmore.
We went with much more.
Yeah. Much more.
So much worse. Crumpy Lady said, Tom Selleck approves this episode. I may not be a huge mustache fan, but I also approve this episode. Thank you. We wanted, that's kind of the whole goal of Baconsale.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Rachel knew Tom Selleck. That's awesome.
You may not like the thing, but we at least want you to like the episode. Also, apparently, the Ferrari in the one show, Magnum PI, right?
Yes.
Was a 308 GTB.
Already forgotten.
See,
Okay.
I'm
What's
sorry.
the theme song for that, Zach?
I don't know that either. And then finally, this is not necessarily related to the episode, but I did find it funny and adorable. Ben Betts says, until recently, my kids, 11 and 9, have not been interested in listening with me. They began to be selectively interested when I showed them episodes about video games or death battle tournaments. Always a good time. Just in the last few weeks, they became interested in listening to the episodes as they are released. Last night, they introduced their cousin, who's 10, to the podcast.
With the mustache episode?
Watch your language, gentlemen.
What did we say?
Tonight, I found all three of them in the bedroom listening to the mustache episode, fully prepared to listen in its entirety, even though they have no idea who any of the people were or what their mustaches look like. I think they may be converted.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey, thank you so
Welcome.
much for
What's up,
listening.
fellas?
You might be the new listener.
We're sorry that you had to listen to the mustache episode, but we're so happy that you're listening.
More death matches coming up.
This next one's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We promise.
By the way, speaking of next listener, can't you mention that we do have our anniversary episode coming up next week?
Awesome.
We're going to invite some listener, lowercase L, on the episode to compete
have to
against one
earn.
another to see who can be the capital L listener.
Exactly.
You know that scene in The Dark Knight with the pool cue? It's like that.
Yep, a lot like that.
Kill each other in
Be
order to beat the listener?
prepared, contestants.
We got to change it up this year.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about today. What are we talking about today, Zach?
We're talking about a music video.
Which is interesting because it's an audio podcast. So
hold on. Last week, we described facial hair.
yeah.
Absolutely a visual medium. You can't hear facial hair.
Mustaches are a visual medium. You're right.
And now we're talking to music videos.
Yeah.
Which you
If
can't.
if we can discuss movies, we can discuss music videos. I see no difference between the two.
Okay. Yeah, I
Because-
mean, I hear
Oh
you.
my
It's a
gosh,
visual
Joel.
medium.
You're right.
Yeah, this is totally on par with what we do.
Also,
But we also had a comic strip show once.
We did. That was really nostalgic for me.
and one day we're going to have a movie trailer show. But also, we do have a YouTube channel. We will not be showing us talking about music videos, but we will be making a YouTube music video playlist.
Yes. So-
Yet.
Someday.
Yeah, as
Season 11.
you listen to this, if we talk about a music video that you find interesting, you can go to our YouTube page, which is the Baconsale Podcast, and you can find us there, and you can find the playlist officially for this episode where we're going to list all the ones that we can find.
Always good to have a visual aid. By the way, throwing it back to last week, shout out to Crew Dutler on Twitter, who gave a great visual aid of every mustache.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Thank you for that.
Helpful
Appreciate
guy
you putting in the
there.
work. You're awesome.
But be advised, if you do go to our YouTube channel and look for these videos, you're going to get some spoilers about our picks. But that's
It's good. If you're someone like, the new kids listening, or Zach, you can actually see what these music videos are like for the first time.
Yeah, I just learned just before we started recording that Zach said he doesn't watch or he doesn't know music videos. He doesn't watch them.
Do you know why?
He
He was
watches
watching
TikToks.
heavy R-rated movies.
That's
back
right.
in the day.
That's right.
Go with me on a journey. We've got a lot going on behind the scenes on Baconsale, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of preparation on my part.
Sure.
And the guys are like, hey, let's have a nice, easy softball of an episode. We're going to talk about music videos. Zach should be simple.
Because we're
But
prepping
guys,
for our anniversary episode.
we have 10 categories. I've only seen 4 music videos. This is going to be real
Which is
difficult.
bizarre. How have you only seen 4 music videos? YouTube exists. Zach.
I didn't grow up watching the box.
existed.
I don't even know what that
The
is.
box was later in life.
I watched a
MTV.
little bit of Fuse. That was a thing when I was in
That's
high
the
school.
Canadian version of MTV.
Zach, Vevo exists.
I don't know what that is.
It's on YouTube.
I don't. Oh, I am really, for whatever reason, I'm against music videos on YouTube, even though that's the place to go.
Yeah.
All of the top viewed videos on YouTube of all time being music videos, for some reason, bothers me deeply in my soul.
Well, I don't like how music videos are ruined at the end when all the, hey, up next, click on this video, and they pop
Yeah.
up at the end. I'm like, why you just killed the mood. Just stop.
Daft Punk by Pentatonics does that really badly. That was my test song for headphones for a long time.
Yeah.
I've seen that music video. Mm-hmm. Does that count?
No.
But,
well, yes.
But let's bring it back, shall we? To what is a music video, gentlemen? I'll tell you what Wikipedia, the source of all knowledge and truth, says.
Go on.
It says a music video is a video that integrates a song or album with imagery that is produced for promotional or musical artistic purposes. Now, you may be wondering, when was the first music video, Joel? I know you're wondering.
Joel,
what
when
if
was the
I
first
know the
music
answer?
video?
Did you do the research?
Oh, I mean, I know the first one aired on MTV.
We're going way before that.
Oh.
How about
Wait.
1894?
Back in the day?
Back in the day,
Okay.
when old things were happening, there were these guys who wrote this song, "The Little Lost Child." This is back in 1894.
Oh, by Soul Asylum. I know.
Yeah. Oh, that music video is so
I know.
sad.
Go on.
But they used a magic lantern, is what it was called, and they projected a series of still images on a screen so people would come up to this machine and they'd hear a song play as they watched it, and that was kind of the first illustrated song.
And they saw the Crooked Man.
No,
Yeah.
but that is like kind of the precursor to music videos.
Wow.
Flash forward to when sound was invented, and
You're going way back.
well, this is the 1920s.
Yeah.
Not sound was invented. Sound in film was invented. But they did that. These musical shorts were very popular, especially animated ones. In fact, you could consider 1940s Fantasia one of the first music videos.
And it's heavy metal for sure.
Some of those are.
Yeah.
Night on Bald Mountain, fantastic. And then you get a little forward into the 60s. There was a British show called Top of the Pops, where they would have bands come on and perform. Sometimes the bands couldn't make it. So they would create these promotional videos of the band playing the song and then just air that. And that became like the thing to do, because then all of a sudden, like, the Beatles were like, hey, we can't make it to the show. We're going to record a music video. We're going to send it to you. And then people were like, we really like that music video.
Cool.
And they started getting more creative. So you get A Hard Day's Night in 1964. They start kind of having these little musical montages. Then you have Help in 1956, also by the Beatles. And that was basically, they were doing a bunch of music videos in their movie. That kind of popularized it, so other British bands started doing it as well. You get Queen in 1975. They specifically made Bohemian Rhapsody to be a promotion for their song.
Yeah.
And that was widely credited as like the first time where it was like, this is a marketing strategy to sell their product. And then in 1981, you get the MTV, music television.
Wait, what? That's what, okay.
Yes, that's what it stood for originally.
Okay.
And Kent, you know the first music video that was ever
Video
played?
Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles.
Yep. And that was when 24-hour a day music videos were on, and people were doing it all the time. And it became the new way to market your music, is to create a cool music video. Because they found out, hey, if your song's okay, you could do a really cool music video, and it makes it very popular.
Yeah, totally memorable.
Because a lot of some early 80s music videos weren't great.
No.
But they were creative.
Yeah.
And that made it memorable, I guess.
I agree.
Yes. And then MTV started to die down, but don't worry, because YouTube launched, and it became the new place where people could view music videos all day, online, whenever they wanted. And it became the thing to do. From these popular music videos, also some film directors got their start.
Yeah.
You may know some of these names, such as Spike Jonze, David Fincher, Michel Gondry, Mark Webb, Gore Verbinski, Michael Bay. all of which were directing music videos
You
before they
forgot
came big.
one.
Which one?
Edgar
Zack
Wright.
Snyder.
No, he was a music video guy.
What movies has he done?
Stop it right now, you troll.
I don't know. I didn't see him on the list.
Okay.
So maybe he did. Maybe he did music videos after he already did movies.
Stop it.
I have to throw out there. I thought you were going to go with Edgar Wright because he directed a song with the band Mint Royale. It's called Blue Song, which is essentially the opening of the movie Baby Driver.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's like
he does a great job with
so
syncing music and action.
yeah. So that music video, same thing as the opening of
Yeah.
Baby Driver. So good.
Yeah. Just for funsies, do you guys know what the most viewed music video on YouTube is?
Is it a Justin Bieber song?
Is it a children's song?
It is a children's song.
I do know. It's Pink Fong's
It is-
Baby Shark.
That is exactly Baby Shark Dance by
That's
Pink
like
Fong.
15,
Pink
about
what?
115
Pink
billion.
Fong.
Pink Fong.
Thong?
Fong.
F-O.
Oh, I
with
thought it
an
was a
S.
Cisco music video all of a sudden.
No.
Let me see that Fong.
No.
The Fong.
Stop. But then, guys, remember kids listen to this show?
Yeah, now they do.
But
They
if you
can
don't,
listen
if you
to
don't
Baby
want to
Shark,
count that,
Joel.
if you don't want to count parents showing their kids this just to be keep them quiet,
Then I'm going to guess it's Despacito.
yes, it is by Louis
Wow.
Fonsi.
I know there, and
I'm surprised by that. It's
Baby's
a good
up
song,
there,
but
as well.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a whole list on Wikipedia. You can go look at all the most viewed music videos. It's fascinating to me. So there you go. A brief history of music videos. Now you feel educated, and I don't have to do this when we do a sequel because you already know it.
Okay, well, let me ask you opinions now.
Okay.
Right? So, music videos back in the day were done for marketing, and sometimes the music video was, it was better than the song, or it was direct. The visuals were directly tied to the music. That was big in the 80s and 90s,
Yes.
and maybe in the aughts.
Yeah.
Is it still a big deal?
I don't.
Singles are, obviously, because they still need singles to chart.
Yeah.
Are the videos a big deal? Is the choreography interesting enough?
I would say it's still, they're trying still, because if you can get your song to go viral, it will become a hit. That's all you need is a cool video. Or, I mean, you think of, I don't think Gangnam Style was popular because of the song. I think it introduced the dance, the visuals, and it's like, this is weird.
Doesn't that seem like more like a meme? Like, what does the fox say, right?
But yeah, and that's what they're going for. They're going
Why
for
are you guys
memeable
naming my
content.
entire list?
They're going for memeable content
Okay.
now.
I don't think that the music videos are as big a deal. I guess I'm a constantly online person, and I don't ever come across music videos. But there was a stretch there, I think, in the heyday of YouTube, where they were a big deal. I think like 2000, I don't know, maybe 2010 to 2016. Like they were huge. And with that, you saw a lot of dance trends that came out of it. Think the whip and the nay and the 1-2 step, or all these these dances that came out of the music videos. But now we have TikTok for that. So dances are being associated with songs on TikTok that aren't even in the music video. There might be a viral trend that has nothing to do. It's like, here's your free publicity because somebody liked your song and started dancing to it. You don't even need music videos anymore.
Well, it's funny because they used to think of music videos as a way to market their product, meaning they put the video out to sell the song.
Yeah.
Whereas now the music video has kind of become the product.
Yeah.
And so, copyright people are much more locking down who can share it and where they can share it.
Yeah.
But for me, and I think music videos, personally, my worst hated is when it's just the band singing. There's no creativity at all. For some reason, that really annoys me. I'm like, I'm going to look at this music video of a song I love, and it's just them on a stage singing, and I'm like,
But would you rather
boring.
have that or the band like singing like an R&B video where there's like a love story being told, but it's a really simple one that's told in every single music
I'm okay
video?
with that. A little more creativity is
That's
fine.
not creativity, though.
I
That's
think I might be the opposite. I would
If I wanna
like I like a performance music video.
But if I want to see that, I go to a concert. If I watch a music video, I want to see something cool.
I also have only been to 3 concerts in my life. I don't go to concerts. No, I like the band performance video. What I don't like is when there's a whole storyline that's being built through the music video, and I'm led to believe that that's what the song's about. But then you look at the lyrics, and it has nothing to do with that.
I'm a firm
Why
believer.
were there so many melting dolls in this video? I don't know. What was that deal with that in the 90s?
I don't know. But I do feel like a sign of a good music video is that whenever you hear the song, you see the imagery in your head.
same.
I agree.
That is what makes a music video memorable for me.
Remember Beavis and Butthead?
Yes.
So many melting dolls. What was the deal there?
Well, they made fun of the melting dolls. They weren't melting the dolls.
They kind of look like melting dolls, the two of them.
Beavis and
Yeah,
Butthead
that's
watched
true.
music videos.
By the way, Beavis and
grunge
Butthead was
90s.
an MTV show back in the 90s.
MTV is a station where they used to play music, and now they don't.
TV is a thing that people.
Okay, well, let's get started with the categories.
All right. Yes, we have a number of categories here. We're going to jump through them, and we're going to give clips. And like we said, you can also go to our YouTube channel and see the videos that we picked. And before we begin, we want to mention that we kind of set a rule, a guideline, if you will, at the beginning here.
A guideline.
That these music videos are all brought to you by Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yeah, we're not mentioning Thriller.
We are mentioning Thriller.
Yeah, I mean, it's
We're not
Hall of
choosing
Fame.
it.
It's jerseys up in the rafters,
Yes.
right?
Song of Songs.
Yeah. Is it not?
Wait, what'd you say?
Video, Song
I
of
said
Songs.
Song of Songs.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it's so.
No,
Oh,
it's Song
I
of
was
Songs.
confused.
It's quite the opposite.
Yes. No, and we're going to put that on the playlist as well, maybe just to kick it off.
Yeah.
Because that is the one that could fit almost any category we have here.
Agreed.
But we're gonna put that in the rafters and say that's already here. We're moving on from that.
Joel, would you like to begin with our first category?
Yes, because let's just move far away from it.
Let's just go to the beginning. The first one that you remember.
Yeah.
Maybe not the first one you've seen. The first one you
First
remember.
one that sticks. Let's move away from Thriller and start off with this.
Okay.
I was actually just expecting you to play Thriller, knowing
Yeah,
Joel.
honestly.
No.
But we went with Beat It.
Truth be told, I did have a VHS tape with both Thriller and Beat It on it.
Was this when you would do a dance party?
I didn't do a dance party. It was like a performance for the
Yeah,
family.
exactly.
We have it on VHS. It's out there somewhere. But no, this is back in March of 1983. This is Michael Jackson's "Beat It." And to describe the music video to you, it's a gang fight. Starts at a pool hall and then goes in the streets. And then Michael Jackson comes in. And he's kind of leading people, and he brings peace between the two gangs that are there. Michael Jackson breaks it up because he's a peacemaker. This video is written and directed by Bob Giraldi, and it cost Michael Jackson $150,000 to create after CBS refused to finance it.
Wow.
And it was filmed in Los Angeles' Skid Row, and they used actual gang members.
Down on Skid Row.
They got a bunch of 80 genuine gang members from the Crips and the Bloods around that area to come be in this music video, which I bet that was a blast to have
Yeah,
the two in
I'm
the same
sure.
room together. It's also a fun thing every time I watch that video is to play that game, dancer or gang member. Very hard to spot the difference between
sure.
the two. This reached 1 billion views on YouTube in 2023, and so it's very, very popular. Michael Jackson in the red jacket, great dance moves, an epic guitar solo.
Yeah.
And this is one of the first ones I remember watching as a kid, and specifically, I may have told the story on Baconsale before. My dad, remember one time the TV kind of got fuzzy, and he went behind the TV, and it looked like he kind of just wiggled the TV, and then the picture got better. So as a kid, as a small child, I was like, oh, okay, that's how you do it. So I'm watching Beat It on VHS.
Sure.
Tape gets a little fuzzy. So I go around behind the entertainment center, go behind the TV, and just start giving a little push the TV right off, face first, on the ground.
Did you break it?
I did. And I felt terrible.
Wow.
But yeah, so that was... I'm sorry, Dad.
It's a great story,
But
though.
that's one of those memories as a kid I have never forgotten, that Beat It and Thriller I watched a lot as a kid.
That's so cute. All right, mine is...
Hey!
What a great choice.
Did you guys just get real excited?
Yeah. Oh, there's so many categories. I probably could put this one.
Yeah.
I've seen this
Yeah.
one.
You have seen this one. This is... What are you singing, Zach? This is Aha, Take On Me.
Oh, that's what it is.
From 1985. The Muppets are here, everybody. And it was directed by Steve Barron, who also filmed Billie Jean.
yes,
And a
Michael
lot of these
Jackson.
people, like you said, they went on to direct TV shows or movies as well. Great place to start. And this one, like you said, could be used for so many categories because it's so creative. So basically, there's a woman in a cafe and she's reading a newspaper.
She's drawing, I believe.
Is
isn't
she drawing?
Yeah, she's drawing the pictures.
Is she drawing?
I think she draws him.
Okay. I felt like she was reading it because she was turning the pages and everything.
If only there was a playlist.
Yeah, right? She kind of falls in love with a wink that one of the comic characters gives her. And then this comic hand, done in pencil, reaches out and pulls her into his world where he's being pursued
His
by
black
some
and white
villains.
pencil-drawn world.
And so you see this rotoscoping where there is pencil work done and also real live action as well.
Flesh and blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
flesh and blood.
Yeah.
And also animation. It combines that, and really they're in danger, and then he sends her back to the real world. And at the end, she thinks he's dead, but then he breaks through into the real world as well, so they can
and
be in
throws
love.
himself against the walls to become real, which we are wanting
Which
to
happens.
do. Yes.
But really, this one, I would say, made Aha. And made the song
Would you say it was an aha moment?
like that. This one has almost 2 billion views on YouTube.
Man.
I mean, that's
And
just,
rightly
that's just
so.
YouTube, right?
It should be.
This is probably one of the most recognizable music videos, even if it's just for that image where the camera pans and then you see them in live action and in animation. It's so cool. And we didn't have MTV. I didn't have cable for a long time, but I think I just saw this one like on clips on TV at first. And I don't remember. It was probably cousin's house, maybe
there was
MTV.
I remember there was a channel or a series called Friday Night Video where they would play music videos on like regular TV. So you probably caught it there or something like that. My dad used to record those, so we had a whole tape of music videos. Of which also Beat It was the first one on there. So
awesome. And it helps that the song is a certified banger, right?
Yeah.
And the
it's
music
great.
video
I've heard so many people say like the song's okay, but the music video was really what set it up. And I'm like, I like the song.
I think they're
I heard
complimentary
the song
towards each other.
so many times before I even saw the video.
Chicken and the egg.
Zach, what do you have?
So you guys watched it on like big kid TV.
Television.
Big TV.
That I threw off the
With all your
entertainment center.
strength.
And I watched Skin and Marink Dink as previously established. My music video exposure came from the Disney Channel. I was a Disney Channel kid, and what was Disney pushing at the time? Well, this was the late '90s, so boy bands and pop stars.
Yeah.
So I could have picked really from any of those, but the one that stood out in my brain the most.
Oh, baby.
Exactly. Right. This is
Disney Channel was pushing Britney Spears.
Isn't it weird to think now?
She was
it's a little
Mouseketeer.
bit. She was a Mouseketeer.
Not a Mouseketeer in that video.
There was a Mouseketeer midriff happening quite a bit in that music video.
It's like Kent's wearing right now.
Yeah. Well, and
With a mustache.
Yeah, I was like 9, so I was like, I don't know what's happening right now,
yeah,
but
you
the
didn't
song's
understand.
pretty cool, right? It wasn't until the follow-up later that year, Crazy, where I was like, wait a minute. Oh,
Hey.
girls are cool.
Hey, Zach, I was 16. I still didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah. There we go. So,
I got it.
Joel was 17.
It was so mature.
So the song is ... Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. The ellipses are in there.
Yeah, because they didn't want to say "hit me, baby."
Hit me. I don't know. This features Britney Spears as a high school student who starts to sing and dance around the school while watching her love interest from afar. In 2011, it was voted by Billboard to be the best music video of the 1990s and has been featured on all of Britney Spears' greatest hits compilation albums. 2020, Rolling Stone named "Baby One More Time" the greatest debut single of all time.
It
And-
really put it like it made its mark.
Right,
Yeah.
it just burst on the scene. And then in 2021, the song was ranked at number 205 on the list of Rolling Stone's 500 greatest songs of all time.
Greatest
Not that-
song.
Yeah, greatest
Wow.
song.
Take
in
it easy,
general,
Rolling Stone.
Right? Well, not that they're a valid source, but you know. But yeah, this was one that it just stands out in the mind. So you know, you see the imagery of
Even her tapping the pencil.
yeah,
being
her tapping
bored.
the pencil. The thing goes off, waiting for the bell. She dances down the hallway, and then she's also very, I don't know if she's being mopey or just very dramatic, holding the basketball in the empty bleachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor sad
what's going
Britney.
on there.
Leave Britney alone.
Leave Britney alone. It was a big deal song, and I think the video really helped. And again, the vast exposure obviously shot her to superstardom in a hurry. And you can thank the video, I think.
Great pick.
All right, that's the one you first remember. Now let's dance. We're gonna do best choreography. Kent, start us.
Zach, do you know this one?
I do.
This is Daft Punk.
It is Daft Punk.
I never know the titles of their songs.
It's Around the World, and you know it because they say
Around
it
the world,
in the radio edit 80
world.
times, in the real song 142.
Oh, harder, better, faster, stronger.
Yeah, no, it's just Around the World. And I remember they had a hit before this. It was called Defunk. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a pretty interesting video. And a guy wearing a dog mask and everything. And I watch Around the World, and this was on the box back in the day. Once again, this isn't one of the first videos I've seen.
Drink.
Right?
Every time we see the box,
Yeah. And I'm going to say it pretty much every single time.
drink apple juice.
But I remember
Or expired Sunkist.
you just have these dancers just kind of doing really basic movements. And I'm like, oh, there's kind of a flow to this. This is really simple and basic. And oh my gosh, I'm captivated and hypnotized by what's going on. So this is directed by Michelle Gondry, and it features 5 groups of characters on a platform. And the platform represents a vinyl record. And there's like stairs, and the characters actually represent the instruments being played at the time. which
I
is
learned
so
that
cool.
too.
So there's tall men in tracksuits. They're the bass guitar. There's the synchronized swimmers. They're the keyboard. The skeletons, guitar, mummies, the drum machine, and the spacemen represent the electronic voices. And I thought that was really clever. I actually didn't know that until now. I just thought, oh, that's really fun the way they move in circles. Mm-hmm. And I say best choreography because they're doing nonstop. And this isn't one shot, but it represents a one shot. But they're dancing the entire time, sometimes the same movements. But the camera itself is doing choreography with them as well. And it's so clever, even though it's such a simple concept.
It's really, really like if you haven't seen this music video, because the song is kind of a techno kind of just grooving kind of hit.
Right.
But then you watch the music video and you're like, oh, this is really creative.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And I used to
great
practice
choice.
the dances all the time.
Yeah, I gotta say, I
myself.
did too.
We should have been friends.
We should have been.
Yeah, you were cool. You understood what was
still
happening
should
with
be.
girls. We should be friends now, Joel.
We should be.
Hey, step off my friend. All right, mine. Again, I've only seen a few music videos, but everybody's seen this one.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Hey, we did say this one before.
Best choreography?
Yeah,
He's riding a pretend horse.
so did everybody else.
Macarena called.
Yeah, well, this was the new Macarena.
Someone is laying on the ground.
The
He's riding a
United
fake-
Nations hailed Psy, who the song
Psy,
is Gangnam
isn't it?
Style,
PSY.
by Psy. The United Nations hailed Psy as an international sensation because of the popularity of his satirical video clip, they say, and its horse riding like dance moves. As such, the music video has spawned a dance craze unseen since the Macarena of the mid 1990s. This is the new Macarena. Well, it was.
Is it?
The song has 5.1 billion views on YouTube as of now. This was a smash success, but as you mentioned earlier, Joel, it was a song that, like, the song is catchy and interesting, but it was the video. But this perfectly encapsulates that when we talk about choreography, this is getting people involved in it. This horse riding Gangnam Style dance that people were doing all
Yeah.
the time. It was everywhere, and it
It
was.
was.
Hold on.
Nobody
Did
was
you-
doing it right.
Did you see anyone in public doing this song? Because the Macarena has existed still at sports games. I don't think Gangnam Style lasted more than 2 weeks.
When was the last
Nope.
time you went to a sports anything?
Whoa.
In this country. In this country.
Slam, rude.
That's mean.
It was huge. It was everywhere. It was on late night TV. It was on, every kid dance I've ever done has this song, and we always sing, "Hey, lunch lady,"
Why lunch, lady?
because we're at school.
Oh,
it's a
that
school
makes sense.
dance. Yeah, the music video of Gangnam Style has been met with positive response and praises from the music
Not for
industry
me.
and the commenters, who drew attention to its tone and dance moves, though some found them vulgar. Notable aspects that help popularize the video were its comical dance moves that can be easily copied, such as the pelvic thrust during the elevator scene, and of course the aforementioned horse dance. Yeah, I think it's
Best choreography. You had so many choices.
so many choices.
Psy?
It's
No, honestly, I think this
it's
is a
the
good pick.
choreography that gets everybody involved. But once again, the dance trends were everywhere at the time.
Yeah.
The whip and the nene, Soldier Boy, like all this stuff was happening. People just wanted to be involved. And the
Can
only
you
reason
know-
they were watching music videos was for the dance.
You tried this dance. You tried to do this dance because the horse and with the feet and the hands, it's complicated, but it's fun when you get it down.
Don't worry about it.
I know you did.
Joel.
So for my pick, I went with something probably pretty obvious, but at the same time, I can't deny the power of this music video's choreography.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies.
I like how you guys are like the answer. Letting Beyonce be the call. Now, this is Single Ladies Put Your Hands Up by Beyonce. Came out in October 2008. I'm just going to read the video concept as it's written here. In the video for Single Ladies, emphasis is laid on Beyonce's more aggressive and sensual side, her alter ego, Sasha Fierce. It shows her in an asymmetrical leotard and high heels with two backup dancers dancing inside an infinity cove, which alternates between black and white and places the focus on the complex choreography. Throughout the video, the women click their heels and shake their hips and legs, however, as their main intention is to attract the viewer's attention towards their hands and ring fingers as they do the hand twirl move.
For the record, Kent, this was my choice, but then Joel already had it, so I picked something else.
Wait, you knew that he had this one?
Yeah, we had an awkward
You guys
discussion
talked
about it before.
the
No,
show.
he was he had it on his headphones, and it was loud up just enough where I heard this beep, beep, beep. And I'm like,
Listen,
what is that?
Kanye West's out here. Is it great dancing or is it just very memorable dancing?
No, here's the thing. The reason I picked this for best choreography is because number one, it's good dancing. Number two, the choreography of the camera, because
Yeah,
it gives it
I
this
love it.
whole feel
Yep.
and look and just the way it's all put together. It is instantly memorable when it happens and endlessly parodied. I cannot tell you how many times in Quick Wit shows this was just thrown out there as like if we had to pantomime Beyonce, if we're going to do that little
Did you
It's
wear
that
the
dance.
leotards?
It's that dance
Andy
you're
yeah, we
saying
had,
Samberg?
right
we had
now
to
with
throw on a
your arms.
leotard and go
Sure.
ahead and do it. Fun fact: this was actually this was the lesser production. They were putting all the money towards the music video for "If I Were a Boy." And Single Ladies was kind of like, all right, simple concept, let's do this. As Zach and I were discussing before, as we don't really discuss the show before, but
It
we
was an
decided to discuss
accident.
it.
Cam was getting chairs.
This was inspired
Ripped off.
inspired
Bob
by
Fosse.
a 1969 Bob Fosse routine called Mexican Breakfast that was on the Ed Sullivan Show. If you Google Mexican Breakfast Ed Sullivan or just Mexican Breakfast
Sometimes
music
they get
video,
that at Beto's.
not Mexican
That's not
Breakfast
good.
recipe because that will bring up something else entirely. But they do the dance, and it's the dance and the camera
Three
movements.
women moving, in similar fashion. It is.
It is
does.
surreal.
It's-
Maybe we should put that on the playlist as well, just so you can compare.
And then
one
if
to the other.
you know Bob Fosse's work, which weirdly enough I do,
Yeah.
like you can watch Single Ladies and go, oh, that's just a
Well,
Fosse
if you liked
routine.
it, then you should have put a copyright on it.
Well,
Now it's like a
Sorry.
it's like a 4-minute video. I want
Okay.
to say, but the filming took around 12 hours, and it looks kind of like a one continuous shot. It's not. It's edited together, but it really is like just one that every time I see it, I'm like, wow, that is so unique and engaging. And this is, of course, the one that had the very famous Taylor Swift won the award, and then Kanye goes up there and is like, well, Beyonce had the best video of all time.
Yeah.
And
I know we talk about that all the time, but can we just confirm Kanye's wrong? Just saying.
Is he wrong?
I don't know, because I don't remember
I
Taylor
guess he's
Swift.
right, according to Joel.
I don't remember Taylor Swift's You Belong With Me music video.
Is that
I
the one
remember
where
this
she's talking to her neighbor from across the yard?
I remember that one.
And then
that
she
the one
shook
that
it
won?
off or something.
Yeah, I think that is that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, you like said, is that the one? You know you have that as one of your picks. Anyway, Beyonce's Single Ladies put a ring on it. I think it's fantastic
Great choice.
choreography.
I'd like to tell stories now because our next category is best story. And I think a lot of the times you can get really good stories in music
Yeah,
videos.
sometimes they're-
And as I
it's
previously
3 minutes.
said,
It's an interesting medium.
Sometimes it's unrelated, and that really bothers me.
But which one do you
sometimes
like?
It is just the song is a story, the story is a song, the music video, and it's all encompassing theatrical performance, and I just love it. And I don't know if you'll know the song, but you definitely know who's singing.
Oh, Tenacious D.
Tenacious D, Jack Black, and Kyle Gass.
Going hipster, huh?
A little bit. Love Wonder Boy. So this is my Game of Thrones. This is the
Because he
lyric-
hit it by the end. Is that what you're saying?
The lyrics of the song tell the tale of a superhero Wonder Boy, played by Jack Black, as he forms an alliance with his loot-wielding arch-rival Young Nasty Man, who is Kyle Gass, and forms the band Tenacious D. Half of Tenacious D's music videos are about the formation of Tenacious D.
Yeah.
In the video, Wonder Boy and Young Nasty Man are portrayed as medieval mythological skill and strength heroes climbing a snowy mountain. And the production value is weirdly high on this video. Again, it looks like a trailer for Game of Thrones. Jack Black looks maybe his most epic he ever has. It just tells this silly story of conquest and maybe doesn't have the best ending for our hero, but it is...
And this is Tenacious
Game of
D, but
Thrones.
this one stays clean, right?
yeah, I made sure to check. Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
As
I
far
was
as
trying to
I'm
remember if
aware.
that was the one where I was
a
watching, like-
lot of them don't.
They don't. They start off normal, all of a sudden they're like, whoa.
And some of them just hit you in the face right away. But
Yeah.
this is able to be listened to. And it is a fun, it's basically like a fantasy adventure in a song. But of course, in the Tenacious D style, Tenacious D is a comedy band with just the ridiculous energy of Jack Black. I used to hate him, but I've just grown to love him so much.
It's Gulliver's
And
Travels, isn't it?
It's Gulliver's Travels.
I know.
He just covered Baby One More Time on
Yeah.
my earlier song and it's so good. Anyway, Wonder Boy, Tenacious D. It's on
Excited
the
to
playlist.
watch it.
Check it out. It's pretty fun.
Joel, what do you have?
I went a little more serious on this one because I think this is kind of the first, I don't know if the first, but one of the first music videos where it was like, oh, there's a story here. And it made me cry.
Oh, no, it's my choice, too.
No, is it?
It is. It sure isn't.
No. Okay.
Okay, good choice, though. Good choice.
This is November Rain by Guns N' Roses. Came out in February of 1992. The short story portrayed in the music video is a rock star struggling to come to terms with the loss of his girlfriend, who died by suicide after he repeatedly strayed from their relationship. I didn't know it was suicide as a kid.
Yeah.
I watched this music video. It's like, oh, these people are getting married. oh, hey, Slash is standing outside of a church in the middle of the desert, which is apparently like a TARDIS church because it's bigger on the inside than the outside. Oh, wait, they're at a different church. Doesn't matter. Point being is that I thought she just died soon after they got married, and I was so saddened by that. And it's still sad, the story is, but as a kid, I didn't catch on to at all what the story behind it was. And this music video was directed by Andy Moran, and it was inspired by a short story by Del James called Without You, that's kind of the story. It's this rock star's infidelity causes his girlfriend's death.
Wow.
And it was heavy. Like, it was a really heavy music video for me. And this is one of the most expensive music videos ever, which is weird.
It is like 7 minutes long.
Yeah, 9 minutes long.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But with it's just, I don't see why it was so expensive, because it's kind of just the band drinking and smoking and hanging out, and
a lot
then
of
like
extras.
and a wedding and a lot of extras. That's it.
Okay.
By the way, fun fact, the most expensive music video is?
No.
Scream by Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson.
I could see that.
Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
Side performance. And yeah, this one does have a live performance of Guns N' Roses playing it at the Los Angeles Orpheum Theater, and then it intercuts these shots of this events of the wedding and then the funeral. And it has some really cool imagery. Like even Slash just playing that guitar solo outside the church.
It's awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
But there's even a part like she throws the bouquet and it lands on the casket. Like, there's just cool things going on here. This was the first music video created prior to YouTube to surpass 1 billion views.
Wow.
And it surpassed 2 billion fairly recently as well. It's a very heavy music video, but November Rain by Guns N' Roses is one that I think the story...
And if you're bored of the song, Zach, in the first 4 minutes, keep listening. Because it gets so
I know
much
you're
I
a
better.
have
fan,
never
Zach.
gotten through the song.
You need to.
I literally-
because
you guys tell
there's
me
a
this every time it
solo
comes up.
that is unforgettable.
Well, and maybe now that you can watch the video and watch the story unfold, which the woman portraying his wife was actually Axl Rose's girlfriend at the time, and she's like 2 feet taller than him. So it's always entertaining. But it's a good music video. It's heavy, but it's good and it's sad.
I'm going to keep it on the sad train.
Oh, I thought you were going to do Runaway
Oh,
Train.
Johnny.
Wait, best story.
I want you to think about the story in this one, because really it's just Johnny Cash singing in his home and his museum, right?
Right.
And he's singing a cover of 9 Inch Nails'
Right.
Hurt.
Which is it's a great cover.
And you're watching this and you're going, wow.
Super great.
This is telling the best story, and he's just sitting there, because then it kind of goes through the museum and it shows broken records.
Okay.
It
I can see where you're
shows
going now.
all these things that he's destroyed, because he's talking about this life that he's destroyed.
Because it's kind of his life. That
It's a look
as a rock
back.
star, yeah.
And just to kind of give like a scope of what this song meant to Trent Reznor, who wrote it for the 9 Inch Nails. He wrote the song because he was young at the time, and he's ruining his life with drug addiction.
Yeah.
So when Johnny Cash covered this song, he's singing it from the perspective of an old man who's battled his whole life with addiction, and he feels a mountain of pain and guilt and regret.
Yeah.
And he's at the end of his life saying, "What have I become?
It's
All my friends go away in the end."
it is a powerful music video.
And because in the bridge of these songs, other than just watching him sing the song, you see clips of him when he's young and at the height of his stardom. And that's why I'm saying it's the best story, because you're like, look, there's a sparkle in his eye, but he's going to ruin his career.
Yeah.
And then you see his wife standing behind him, being so supportive, and you're like, this tells a beautiful story of life.
yeah.
And it is
So it's
amazing.
I was thinking fictional narrative, but you're going with like this is real story.
It's weird that it's a cover song, but it feels so true to who Johnny Cash is.
Yeah.
To the point where Trent Reznor is like, it's now his song. It's insane. And the director, it's Mark Romanek. He offered to shoot this for free. They had a video concept for the video, but then Johnny Cash, his health was failing. So they're like, let's just shoot at your home in your museum, I guess, which is perfect because the museum was closed. No one had been going to it for years. It was collecting dust. And he's like, this is perfect because this represents the life of Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
And June, his wife, died 3 months after this video was released. And Johnny Cash died 7 months after it's released.
Whoa.
So this just hits.
Get heavier and heavier with each pick.
This one kind of makes me cry a little bit.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Anyway, Zach, what's the next category? We got to cheer up.
Wonder by. All right, we have favorite alternative. I mean, we all love alternative music. What's your favorite alternative music video, Joel?
If we didn't, okay, we should all pick this, but I don't want repeats. So I'm just going to pick it to take it off the table for you guys.
I'm younger than you, so I didn't pick this one.
Smells Like Teen
It's
Spirit.
such a good choice.
By Nirvana. When I think of favorite alternative music, when I think of alternative music, I think of this video. So this is a band playing in a high school auditorium. very poorly lit. I think there was one spotlight in the entire building.
But it helped the visuals as well.
Oh, yeah, but that's what makes it great, is it's kind of this grimy, gross, kind of dark look to it. So it's a pep rally, and then as it goes on, it gets more and more chaotic, and things get crazy, and there's a janitor dancing. It's just bizarre.
I think this combined the elements we talk about where you see a band on stage playing, and then there's a story too, but this one is kind of, even though it's their second album, an introduction to Nirvana, and everyone's listening to them in the video, and the visuals really sell it.
Well, and it's funny because the director, Samuel Bayer, he got the job because the band thought his test reel was so poor that they thought his production would be punk and not corporate. And then they put out an ad for people to show up wearing non-branded T-shirts and, hey, you're going to be here watching Nirvana perform. And like before Nirvana was huge. And they brought a bunch of people there, and they got the discontent that you see in the music video at the end where they're all kind of moshing and breaking stuff.
Yeah.
That was real.
Oh,
Because these kids had been there all day listening to the song over and over and over again. And they became restless and got crazier and crazier and crazier.
And they just let it happen? And
Yeah,
they just kept
kind of like, let's just do it. Let's just go with it.
That's cool.
Well, in fact, Kurt Cobain ended up not liking the final edit of Bear's music video, and so he kind of oversaw a re-edit and added some new stuff to it. It's also difficult for me because Weird Al Yankovic did "Smells Like Nirvana," and it's a very, very similar music video, but with weird elements.
Yeah.
Like for example, at one point the cheerleaders are cheering and they just have really hairy armpits. And when I was watching this music video in preparation for this episode, in my mind I was like, wait. But where's the hairy armpits? They merged together. And like the janitor eats a donut out of the mop bucket. That doesn't happen in the music video. So I have a hard time separating the two.
That's the Nelson Streisand effect, I know. Or
The Nelson Streisand effect.
Barbara Mandela effect.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
All right, Joel, I didn't pick that one. It is a great choice, but I went with my personal favorite.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
The Smashing Pumpkins' Tonight Tonight was released in 1995, based on the 1902 silent film A Trip to the Moon.
I love that song.
Right?
It's such a good song.
So much.
But by
so
itself,
cool.
it's a song. In fact, I don't know. I mean, I know the music video parts of it, but I don't know if I know it as well as I know the song.
Really? But you didn't watch this one multiple times on the box?
Not as much.
Take a drink. Yep. Zach, it's going to happen the whole time. But Joel, you're very familiar with The Trip to the Moon, right? As part of film history.
Oh, okay, that's that one. Yes.
Yeah, so the song already has like this epic triumphant feel, but then you have the video, and it's kind of like painted on color, or seemingly to represent an old-timey movie. This, for me, was peak Smashing Pumpkins era. It was Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. They already had a few hits on this album. Then Tonight Tonight was really them just putting on the theatrics, which I think laid the groundwork for My Chemical Romance, honestly.
Sure.
But this is basically the story of A Trip to the Moon and the music video. A wealthy elite traveling in a ship to the moon, and then they use their umbrellas to glide down to the surface. Some aliens attack them with spiky hair. They take a rocket to escape. They land in the ocean, and then Poseidon saves them. And they send them back to safety with
pretty
mermaids.
normal stuff
Yeah, pretty
happening
normal
there.
stuff. But it's all so cool because it's shot like a diorama, essentially. And visually, this one, I can't remove it from the song. I can't remove the song from the video. It's just kind of video perfection.
I think it's a great song. I got to give the music video another chance.
You really should.
When it's on our YouTube playlist.
Yeah,
I'll check
exactly. Zach, what about you?
Are we all just going to sit and watch this one day?
Yeah.
Yes, all together at our Baconsale sleepover.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I had to think hard about this one because it's no secret that alternative is a favorite genre amongst all three of us. It's kind of how we ended up coming together in the first place. But I wanted to make sure that I pick something like, frankly, my favorite alternative song might actually be an 80s song, a music video or whatnot. But
that's fine.
I wanted to do something really symbolic of the millennial experience, guys. We've already talked about this song a lot on Baconsale, but one more time.
There we go.
This
Mr.
is,
Brightside.
this is the millennial, alternative song.
Definitely has a definitely
20 years old, by the way.
20 years old.
Whoa.
Crazy, right?
Oh, hey, some more gray hair.
I'm old.
I have talked about it before, but this music video was very captivating to me. When I was
Mr.
young.
Brightside by the Killers.
Yeah, Mr. Brightside by the Killers. I was in high school, and you see this music video, and Brandon Flowers is there, and he's got a little bit of guy liner on. He's wearing a tuxedo with a black shirt, but gold, accessories. And
Got a My Chem feel to it.
it did a little bit, but it was interesting. I didn't actually know this until looking it up. I guess there's what's considered a UK version music video and the US version. The US is the one where
Sorcerers, philosophers.
same deal.
Yeah.
The UK version was actually filmed in Staten Island, New York.
Oh.
But it's mostly a performance video. And then
Yeah.
the US version was filmed in LA, and it stars Brandon Flowers, Isabella Miko, and Eric Roberts in a love triangle occurring within the context of a burlesque show. So it's got that burlesque sort of vaudevillian drama that they were doing it. Panic at the Disco was doing it. My Cam was doing it to an extent.
Stole it from Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, it was all coming off of the Moulin Rouge deal. Very popular for being theatrical and sad at the same time.
Right.
The music video won an MTV VMA in 2005 for Best New Artist.
Video
in
Music
the video.
Awards. We should
Video
clarify if
Music
you know what
Award.
that is.
And I really do think it was on a lot, not just the song. I mean, the song was playing on the radio all the time, but the video. I mean, I don't watch music videos, and I saw this many times on Fuse and VH1.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I never
VH1 used to play music as
VH1
well.
played music. Yeah, well, VH1 was a response to MTV not doing it.
Right.
So I watched this on VH1, when I was in high school. And again, it's just such a signature song. It is my generation Smells Like Teen Spirit, I think, at this point. Now let's move into our favorite one-hit wonders. Let's talk one-hit wonders.
This was
Kent?
the toughest category for me to choose because
Really?
there's so many kitschy videos, right? These are one-hit wonders that were like, oh, that was so cute when that came out. Oh, Gangnam Style was so fun and didn't have the best choreography, right? So anyways, I went for one that I actually enjoy watching and listening to.
Natalie Imbruglia?
Natalie Imbruglia. Thank you for knowing that's not Sixpence None the Richer, by the way.
Did Jacob just walk through the door?
Welcome back, Jake.
Oh, Jake, how's it going?
We just summoned Jake.
Did someone say Natalie Imbruglia?
Yeah, so Natalie Imbruglia with Torn came out in 1997. This video features it's just a single shot of an apartment. Natalie Imbruglia is kind of standing there. She sings to the camera sometimes.
She's looking into your soul.
Yeah, she is with her beautiful,
doe eyes.
stunning eyes. I just became Jacob for a second. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hey guys, I have a really exciting show to talk about today.
I am less familiar with Natalie Imbruglia.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Imbruglia.
Imbruglia. Yeah,
She's very pretty.
Yeah, she's very pretty, and you think it's going to be this video about her fighting with her boyfriend because the song "Torn" it's seemingly about a breakup or getting over something, and then it just becomes a video about B-roll, like they're being filmed, and there's a makeup crew coming in, and then the crew starts taking down what you think is an apartment, but it's a soundstage, and that is the whole video. So it kind of subverts your expectations, but at the same time, it is just Natalie Imbruglia standing there singing a wonderful one-hit wonder.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Great video.
Zach, what do you have?
All right, my one-hit wonder. Again, it was a song that was everywhere. I don't watch music videos, but I could not avoid this one for some reason.
Yes. With the paint.
With the paint. Yes. So this is Gautier, somebody that I used to know.
It's an artist
Featuring
I used to know.
Kimbra.
It is an artist that we used to know, right? It's an ironic thing. So this shows Gautier and Kimbra, who is featured on the track as well, nude throughout the clip as they are.
Well, they're definitely covered.
They're covered, but it's the body painting.
Yes,
right.
yes,
like
yes, yes.
In order to have your body painted, your body has to be exposed. Deal. It's weird. It's showing the human form, but I don't think it's lewd in any way.
Right.
But
Artistic.
Yes, their bodies are gradually being painted in the same color as the geometric backdrop behind them.
Yes.
So they're getting triangles and all sorts of shapes kind of painted on them as it goes, but it's in a stop motion animation type of style where it's kind of choppy. The video itself was nominated for Video of the Year and Best Editing at the 2012 VMAs, but it did not win. So there's your fun fact.
What won? What won over that?
I didn't even care.
Probably Hosier.
Doesn't matter.
Hosier versus Gautier.
But
who will win?
I mean, this whole Gautier, somebody that I used to know thing, it was just so weird, right? Like the song was unconventional.
Yes.
And I think I probably had 4 different people show it to me. You know, like, you got to check this out. And I didn't want to be a jerk. I'm like, I heard that song before you, but whatever. But like,
it's not what you'd anticipate as a hit.
It is, yeah. It's
Right.
like, oh, this is kind of weird. I heard it on Pandora. That's honestly where I think a lot of people discovered this song, which is funny, right?
Wow, Pandora.
Like, oh, I heard this on Pandora, and then it started hitting the radio because it was getting so popular. But it's bizarre, it's unconventional, and then the video itself, you're like, what am I watching? But it's one of those where you just keep watching it because you're like, a guy's getting painted, and the way that Gautier is is not a conventionally attractive person.
No.
And so he's kind of weird looking, and you're just kind of watching him sing his song, and why is he yelling so much? And there's a lot of things that just make you keep watching. So in that way, I've always found it to be a very captivating video. I do think it supports kind of the weirdness of the video, the weirdness of the time, and what a funny, bizarre one-hit wonder this has been. That's
Yeah,
about it.
I actually that was very close to being my
Yeah.
pick, Zach. So yeah,
I did it good. Okay,
You did
making
great.
up for Gangnam
You did
Style.
very good,
Every
buddy.
Always a
category.
good pick. I
you
just like
did
the
good,
tease.
buddy. So my favorite or best? What are we calling this? Favorite, best,
Favorite
one hit
is
wonder.
officially the category.
Yeah, this is one that I
According to Kent, favorite and best are the same thing.
Yeah.
But I debated and I went with this one.
Considered this one as well.
Yeah. So this is Gnarls Barkley, Crazy. Came out March 2006. And the theme for this one, I like it because it's a dual meaning, because it's just a cool video, first of all.
Yeah.
It's a Rorschach ink test where their faces kind of appear in the images.
Very cool art.
Very symmetrical, very fun to watch. It's very engaging. But then it kind of fits the crazy theme
totally.
as
Sure.
well,
Yeah.
kind of a psychological analysis.
To me, it's the Windows Media Player visualizer.
Yeah.
But like a really good version of that.
Yeah. This is directed by Robert Hales, and it was one where they actually did create 2 different music videos for this one. No one remembers the other one. No one cares
Yeah, I
about
didn't
the
know
other
there
one.
was one.
It's all about the Inkblot one. That is the cool one. It was nominated for 3 MTV Music Awards. Best Group Video, Best Direction, Best Editing at won the latter 2.
Okay.
But it is just, it's simple because that's all it is, just Rorschach inkblots. But I loved not seeing their faces and then suddenly they appear and just kind of seeing what I saw in it. I had no idea my mom was in the music video that much, but she is, apparently.
I just kept
I
seeing.
see what you did there.
I just kept seeing giraffes. I don't know what that
Giraffes?
says about me.
I don't know either. But yes, watch that one and see what you see when you watch Crazy. Crazy by
I
Gnarls
see
Barkley.
CeeLo Green's tiny T-Rex arms.
Oh, no,
He
kids.
does.
Forget you. Oftentimes, you might be introduced to a band because of the music video. I don't know if you're a person who sits down and watches music videos.
Back in the day, we did.
Back in the day, you did.
So back in the day, I did a little bit. So when I was sick during like junior high and high school, I didn't have chicken soup and Bob Barker.
Wait, you didn't watch like Maury Povich and Price is Right?
every once in a while.
Okay.
Reruns
Passions?
of Mad TV. And then I sought out some music videos because I'm like,
Okay.
I gotta learn some new music. I can't listen to Oingo Boingo again.
Why not?
But I mean,
You need to
it's
make
okay.
friends.
Yeah, you guys have heard of this new band? It's called The Offspring. Okay, so I did find this band. This is a band that I love, and this is the first thing I heard from them from this music video.
Really?
Right?
It's one of your favorite bands,
So
Zach.
this is Starlight from Muse.
I hate that this was your intro to the band.
And this
is that
was
wrong?
Whoa. This is their best
hold on.
song.
Oh, come on.
This is their best
No,
song.
this is their most radio-friendly song, and this is, I think, why the music video was popular. And so I ended up seeing it and going, oh, that's pretty cool. I liked the song. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
What is the music video? I can't even think of it right now.
Okay, so they the band is performing on the deck of the MS Ocean Chai. It's a handy-sized bulk carrier. Band members are also carrying...
really, actually.
Yeah, the band members are carrying flares in an attempt to get rescued, but in the end, this fails, and they are all abandoned. Spoilers. Again, this is my exposure to the band overall, and so it's kind of funny. You get the very radio-friendly song. I mean, this is... Starlight is their most radio-friendly.
when they
ripping
play
off
it in
AB's sing
concerts.
song. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the big one.
But
Yeah.
so again, this is I find them and I go, oh, this is I believe this is our 4th album, and so I go back one and I'm like, oh, there's some bangers on this, and I go back to another, oh, this one's really good, oh, this one's really good, and so I end up discovering more of the band. And I think that's kind of exactly
better
what
late
you
than
want,
never, Zach.
Right? You jump in. They started when I was 9. I was barely listening to
I just got
Britney.
gray hairs.
Again, we're
I was
getting
barely
old.
listening to Britney Spears
Wow.
when that first album came out.
I'm so mad right now.
Right? Muscle Museum, though. It's really good. No, I really enjoy, obviously, looking back at bands when you find something that you like from them. You
Yeah.
find the one single, you find the one music video, and then you go, okay, what else you got? And sometimes you find out, like Neon Trees, it's like, oh, you don't have anything else. That one
Yeah.
song is popular. Every single
It's a
one of
good
your
song.
songs sounds like that. Luckily, I like that one song, so I'm fine with it. But, this was a rewarding one because with Muse, they have an array of music and a lot of stuff to listen to. And like you mentioned, Kent, derogatorily, better songs, right?
Yeah.
I love this song, but I will admit there are a lot better ones, and I have been able to, enjoy them and go to multiple
As
concerts. And
the
yada, yada.
biggest Muse fan here at the table, that's debatable.
Joel, just go.
I remember the year way back in 2005 when this song came out, and I was like, "What? Who are these guys?" So this is
We're in a backyard. We're dancing.
A Million Ways. A Million Ways by OK Go, released in August 2005. This is the concept: a low-budget homemade music video. The band's in the backyard performing a dance routine that was choreographed by one of the band members' sisters, and not even the guy singing.
This is the song you're choosing for OK Go.
This is the first song I'm picking for OK Go. Okay, Zach. You know how we talked before about Beyonce. Kent and I talked before about OK Go.
Yeah,
we all secretly talked about OK Go before the show.
Oh, we did. That's right. But we talked to you as well.
Zach.
But we talked about it
after,
and we decided we can't pick OK Go for every single category.
But because we could.
Holy cow! Do those guys know how to do music videos?
Yeah,
they have mastered the concept of we can do something really creative that will make it go viral. The song will become popular.
Yeah.
But A Million Ways was the first time I remember seeing them because there were so many people. I was going to college at the time, and there were so many people, guys, who were trying to learn this dance routine. I may have been one of them, and then put it on video just for funsies because it's a fairly simple dance routine. You don't have to be a great dancer to do so. One of my favorite things when I watch this music video is watching the different personalities, because the one guys are very serious, like they know it and they have to get it right. The drummer, I think he's the drummer, the bald guy. He's singing, but he's not even the lead singer.
Yeah.
And he's just having a good time. And the taller bald guy, he is counting. You can literally see his mouth sometimes going 5, 6, 7, 8.
Really?
1, 2. He looks so nervous. And I wonder who kept messing up and who was in trouble and all that, but I just kind of imagine it's that guy. But I really do think this video is, and this was not intended to be their music video, their singles music video. They sent it via email to friends, and then it got passed around and around and around and became an internet sensation.
Was it a sensation, or did it pick up steam after the treadmill one?
I saw this one before the treadmill one.
Okay.
But I do wonder that as well.
I saw the treadmill one, and then it was,
then I went
by
back.
the way,
Yeah.
they also did this
Same.
really funny one too, so maybe this band's
Yes.
just cool.
But this introduced me to OK Go. It was one of my daughter's favorite bands for a while. But it also introduced me to, I want to know more about these guys, and I'm subscribed to them now. They're one of the very few. Like I think they're maybe the only band I subscribe to on YouTube because I want to know they have a new music video coming out.
Not your daughter's favorite band anymore?
I'm not sure. She changes fairly regularly.
I mean, it makes sense, but they're very good. They don't make music anymore, but they're good.
They still make videos occasionally, and I appreciate that.
The year was 1994.
Ooh, yeah, very trippy music video.
Yeah, so
This is one of the Melting Dolls ones.
this is Melting Faceless, not Melting. Well, there is a burning doll in this video. See? Okay, I'm really sorry. So I was familiar. So Alternative was around. Nirvana was a big deal. Yeah, thanks, Beavis. What are we doing?
No.
Hey, that's the sounds of Beavis and Butthead, everybody.
We
We're not
should
just being
clarify.
weird.
It was on MTV, which is a TV show. TV is
Yeah.
the thing that happens in you.
Stop. Cornholio.
Oh god!
Gotta get teeth.
No.
Let's save it for our MTV original programming episode.
Yeah, I guess.
Roadhouse for the
Daria,
win.
everybody.
Oh, wow.
Road Rules?
Remote Control. Remember that game show?
Yeah. What have we done? Anyways, so I knew Nirvana, I knew Pearl Jam, I knew Stone Temple Pilots, and even though Soundgarden had a previous popular album, they finally entered the visual medium with Black Hole Sun. And honestly, the lyrics of Black Hole Sun are kind of dumb. And Chris Cornell just said, they're a bunch of words. It's not poetry. I just threw it out there.
It's poetry.
Black Hole Sun?
It rhymes.
It does rhyme.
Chris Cornell wrote this?
Yeah, he did.
They just string words together and made it,
he even said that.
That's what
strung
Kurt
words
Cobain
together
did.
and made it awesome?
Yeah.
He's so cool.
But then you have the video, and I don't think they were a video band until this video came out. And it's basically a David Lynch Blue Velvet homage.
Wow.
Of basically melting suburbia and melting dolls, if you will. And it's just really creepy views of middle America suburbia. And then the Black Hole Sun, a very CG Spawn-like Black Hole Sun comes and sucks up the whole town.
Washed away the rain.
Yeah, Wash Away the Rain as the band just kind of plays in the Teletubby set, essentially.
It's so distorted and weird.
Yeah, the video, like they did kind of weird camera
But
stuff going on.
It is one of those that perfectly matches the song, and the song perfectly matches the video at this point.
It matches the time. When did it come
and
out?
it matches the time. But I still
94.
think that this,
Melting Dolls. I'm watching the video
the
right now.
CG for the time is perfect for 1994. And so it doesn't really... Are you okay? What just
No,
melted?
something just came out of a girl's mouth. No.
Is it a lizard tongue?
Lizard tongue just happened as you said it.
Yeah,
that was weird.
I know.
Oh.
Say it, guys. People can see this on our YouTube playlist.
And
What
it's funny
is
because
happening?
Soundgarden was heavier on the side of alternative.
This
at the
looks like
time.
that movie Inner Space.
That's a good movie.
What? Wow, what?
Wait, Inner Space?
Inner Space?
There's no CGI in Inner Space.
Inner Space?
Yeah. What inner space?
What?
With Martin Short?
Yeah. It looks like when he's inside.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I know. I know
got
the
it,
part.
got
Anyways,
There's no CG.
Soundgarden was not. I mean, I wasn't buying CDs at this point, but I'd go down to my brother's room and listen to his tapes and CDs, and then I just grew a love for Soundgarden, and then further Chris Cornell, which I love even more. But Black Hole Sun is one of the most iconic '90s music videos.
Now we have the made you like the song less. Like the music video hurt the situation. Joel, what do you have?
Can you guys do me a favor right now and just kind of pantomime like you're playing instruments?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Great song.
great song. I am not denying the power of this song.
I don't know what it's called.
Listen,
Separate ways.
Yeah.
Separate ways, and in parentheses, worlds apart.
By Journey.
Listen,
by Journey.
It had a great concept. There's a woman
No,
who
it
falls
didn't.
asleep listening.
No,
to
you don't
music.
know that until the end. So here's the thing. So this came out in January 1983.
This is also my pick, by the way.
Is it?
It is the worst.
It's so sad how like they took this great song and then. Okay, so here's the thing. If this were a band that were just starting out and this was their first music video and they
Okay,
had no
yeah.
budget and no real reputation.
Well, they only had $5,000,
fine.
by the way.
Well, they could have done it. This is Journey. They've been around for over a decade. They've
We
had
could have done this for $20.
Yeah.
they've already had major hits. But instead, what they do is they're sitting there performing by some shipping containers along the wharf, and a woman walks by, and then they pantomime playing instruments, and then real instruments appear, and then they'll go away. This music video made me believe that Journey did not play their own instruments.
Yeah.
It looks fake when they do
Yeah.
it, especially when they like nail the keyboard up against the wall.
That killed me.
And he's sitting
Also,
there
it
playing
made
it.
Steve Perry seem so uncool. Like
Yeah.
the mullet was bad, the fashion was bad. I know it's of the time.
Well, it's like the shots are like them looking at the camera, acting all dramatic, and it looks like a fan made music
so
video.
Sing Street, right?
I was gonna. If you don't have Separate Ways, you don't get rid of the model in Sing Street,
You're not wrong.
which is so good.
Yeah, but there's this woman walking around, and then they walk by her, and then in the end you find out she's listening to the music on her headphones and she's dreaming all this.
Yeah.
That's a very boring and stupid dream, if I have to say so myself. But yeah, this is one where they said,
I've never seen this. I'm literally just kind of scrubbing
It's bad,
through it right
right?
now. It's so
and
bad.
the song is a killer. It's
It's
awesome.
a great
love
song.
this song.
Yeah.
When it comes on in Tron Legacy,
But guess
banger.
what? I like the song less now. Truly.
Yeah. It
well,
really
and that's the
hurts
thing. I
it.
don't like to think of the. I don't like to think of this music video when I think of the song. I like to think of Stranger Things, for example. Really epic moments with this song.
Yeah.
Also, I had a friend back when I worked at Quiznos, and she would play this song, and she would every time he screams "no," she would say that's when he's abducted by aliens, and it became this running gag.
Okay.
So I imagine that. I
That's
don't
a
wanna-
better video.
I don't want to imagine them.
Eiffel 65 came up and
Yeah.
beamed him away.
I don't want to have them pantomiming playing keyboard
it's
and
so
guitars.
bad.
It is so bad. In fact, Steve Perry, he didn't even want to make a choreographed video.
Yeah.
He was
Steve
not a
Perry
fan of
didn't
it.
want to be in Journey.
Yeah, probably not.
He hated all of it.
He's so talented.
Someone was talking about. I can't remember what it was. They basically said the director should have been fired, and their publicist should have been fired for allowing this to taint the wonderful song that is our Separate Ways.
So bad. Can I give an honorable mention then?
Please.
Counting Crows, Accidentally in Love.
Is it a bad music video?
It's from Shrek 2, right?
Oh,
Great Shrek 2.
which is great.
The
careful.
music video itself.
Tread lightly.
No, I've never seen the music video. I've only
I
seen,
don't even want this on the
Lightly.
playlist
it's,
because
it's the opening.
You
scene
mentioned
to
it. It's
Shrek
going to
2.
be on the playlist now.
there's a couple and they're waking up for the morning and the guy is going to make breakfast in bed and it's like going to be really nice. And then there's a CG rabbit which seduces the woman and has her run away with him.
Maybe we won't put this in the playlist.
It's really
I'll
weird.
preview it.
It kind of ruins everything.
Just put the opening scene to Shrek.
Oh, but they do show a TV showing scenes from Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
Zach, what do you have?
Now I just want to watch Shrek 2. Mine is a song that I don't really love and a music video that I hate, and so it's just a really bad combination.
How dare you? How
Okay.
dare you?
I don't really care for this song.
What?
Turn around.
Every now and then I hear the voice.
I want to know how many lyrics Kate could sing for
Turn around. I got those two.
Okay, it's Totally Eclipse of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler. It's a fine enough song. I mean, when there are eclipses in the sky, I play them. I play the song
Yeah.
because, of course, you do.
Yeah.
Have you seen this music video though?
It's
I always get it
bizarre.
confused with Holding Out for a Hero.
Okay, which is a good one.
A good
This
one.
is the one with the glowing eyes. That's how you tell
This is the
difference.
glowing
Yeah.
eyes, right? So there's a large Victorian Gothic hospital near Virginia Water, Surrey, England. It's a surrealist video which features Bonnie Tyler clad in white, dreaming or fantasizing about students in a boys' boarding school.
What?
Young men are seen dancing and participating in various school activities, swimming, sports, singing, and it's a
she's
boys' choir.
It's like she's the new teacher there, and then the
She's
boys like all of a sudden.
oh, these boys are around me.
and it's
and
very
then they-
witchy.
yeah, and then all of a sudden they get glowing eyes.
Where's Paul Giamatti? Have you ever seen The Holdovers? It's pretty good.
Predated it, I bet.
Okay, so like the video received 2 nominations at the Billboard Video Music Awards in 1983 for Best Performance by a Female and Most Effective Use of Symbolism. If the symbolism
What?
is, hey, this song is kind of weird and dull,
could be on the Creeper
maybe they're
playlist.
doing that.
The
Yeah.
video
It's bizarre.
definitely didn't match up what I thought it should have been.
You don't like the song, though?
I don't really care for the song. It's a little overly dramatic, but not in a fun 90s R&B way. It's fine, but it's way too long. And then the parts at the end, it just
Love it.
Not
Love it.
It's not for
Yeah.
me. But then you watch the video again, the glowing eyes, which happened within the first 30 seconds of the
Yeah.
video. You're like, what are we doing? And then again, she just like goes down the hall and opens the door and it's like, oh,
Jeff
there's-
Goldblum here?
Really drafty school.
there's another batch of young boys. Like, oh, this is so interesting.
Here he goes.
What on
That's
earth?
a quotable quote.
What on earth is happening?
Oh, yes.
Whoa! It's just, what have you got in the school?
Going on. We're very sorry.
Bonnie Tyler. Okay,
We've gone off the rails.
Save us, Kent, please. This is the music video that made you like the song more.
I'm going to give a little background to the song before I play the clip. I hope you guys have seen this and not just from our research here. This song was released in 1998 and it's by Pearl Jam. This is on the album Yield. It's maybe more unknown Pearl Jam song, but the video is maybe the best thing Pearl Jam's ever done. The song is called Do the Evolution. Have you guys seen this at all?
No.
I've never even heard this song.
Guess what? You're going to see it. Now, I
song
want you
you
to
gonna play
listen
with?
to the song a little bit because it's Eddie Vedder screaming the entire time. And it's not pretty.
You
Mention that like
Jam
it's a good thing. I don't.
I know it's just Eddie Vedder
Want that.
screaming.
the black circle.
But then, that's what I'm saying. The video makes the song better. Eddie Vedder, he screams the whole time, and then there's a bridge, and it gets to get kind of like a pretty melodic Eddie Vedder, which is like the best you can get with him.
That was my band's name in college.
But the video is what kind of music did you guys play?
Pearl Jam.
Just
We gotta sound like Creed though, a little bit, right?
Pearl Jam covers.
So this is an animated music video. It's directed by Kevin Altieri, who did Batman the Animated Series, and Todd McFarlane, who created Venom and Spawn. And
So what's the video?
The video is the end of the world. It's from the beginning of the world to the end of the world. This is one of the most nihilistic music videos you'll see. But
that
it
a Smashing Pumpkins
totally,
song?
yeah, right. Totally represents the late 90s, but even now. So essentially, this shows the end of the dinosaurs. It shows the rise of humans. It shows every dark time in human history. And the visuals are so clever, but you feel worse about yourself the more you watch it. And then by the end, and remember, this is 98, it shows us allowing technology to kind of own us and ruin the rest of everything else.
And that makes you like the song more.
The video is...
Are you pandering to our robot overlords?
I'm pandering to my anarchist side because that's what this video represents. It is so cool. This is literally one of the best videos of all. We could say it's about every single one of these, but one of the best, most clever videos I've ever seen, even though it is very nihilistic.
I've never seen it.
You need to see it. The style is so cool. I hope I can sell you guys on this. Watch it.
I'll watch it.
Let me know
I'll
what you
watch
think.
it.
Yeah.
And also, I will pander to the robot overlords.
What?
Play.
Okay,
This is the one you're choosing?
Listen,
this is a
shake it
very
up.
likable song.
Yeah, it's
Shake
a
it
likable
up.
song.
It's a
this-
fun song.
Apparently, she has better videos though.
The video,
It's a likable video.
Like
the video,
The Man.
Yeah, Joel. I
What
think
other
you-
songs does she have?
I think you mentioned this earlier when you can like kind of picture the video in
Yep.
your head, right? The imagery, which is this is a very simple music video.
I hear this one
in concept.
When I hear this one, what I see is her goofing around in a tutu.
Yeah.
And not taking it
That's easy.
seriously.
So Swift conceived the video as a humorous depiction of her trying to find her identity, so there's a lot of these groups. To this end, the video depicts Swift as a clumsy person who is unsuccessfully attempting to dance with professional artists, ballerinas, street dancers, cheerleaders, gymnasts, all sorts of stuff. Taylor Swift said, "I'm putting myself in all these awkward situations where the dancers are incredible and I'm having fun with it, but not fitting in. I'm embarrassingly bad at it. It shows you to keep doing you, keep being you, keep trying to figure out where you fit in the world, and eventually you will." To me, this is so of the time, right? This was 2010, I believe.
Wow. You just got gray hairs.
Was it that? Oh, is it that old? No, please. No.
You just clutch your chest?
Is having chest pains?
The reflex is happening. No, it's a song that, quirky girl culture was huge at the time.
Is this where she broke big for regulars, the normies?
I think this was like the pop breakout,
Yeah.
right? This was her being like mainstream.
Save it for our Tay-Tay show.
Oh, I'd love to do
Tay-Tay?
that. The video,
We friends.
T-Swizzle. The video contains references to other areas of pop culture: the ballerinas from the 2010 film Black Swan, the breakdancers from Step Up 3D, the sparkling suits and robotic dance moves of Daft Punk, twerking dance moves of Miley Cyrus. I did not include that video. Can't Stop, Won't Stop, whatever that one is, just for you, Joel. Cheerleaders from Tony Basil's Mickey, the black turtleneck from Audrey Hepburn auditioning in Funny Face. Like, there's a lot of pop culture references. And again, Taylor Swift is trying out
Do you
all
think
these.
she knew any of them?
No, probably not. But Taylor Swift
director
is trying out all of these things and not necessarily succeeding and kind of eventually finding a groove. It's of the time adorkable, and again, I like the song just fine. It's a fun, peppy song. Probably up top 3 Taylor Swift songs for me personally.
Yeah.
But I think the video really does kind of make the song a little bit better and more fun.
That show's going to happen, isn't it?
It is
Eventually.
Oh, man.
and you know what? I'm gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, you are.
She's gonna release like 17 more albums though. So
Taylor's versions.
Oh, I also feel bad. The music video is of the original release. I really want it to be Taylor's version because I support you, Tay. But I guess I just have to have the evil version on there. All right, Joel.
So for my pick for Made You Like the Song More, I have to give credit to Kent here. Kent,
Please don't do that.
Yeah.
when
Is
this-
it my mustache? Do you
When
like
this
it?
when this show first
Yeah,
started,
right.
when this episode first started getting conceptualized,
Yeah.
you said something. You mentioned something, and it was like a worm that got in my head, and it started to
gave you
fester
worms?
there. But the thing about the worm is, if you walk without rhythm, you won't attract the worm.
Oh.
Why did I not?
Weapon of choice. So this is
Walken.
Weapon of Choice, Fatboy Slim, by the band Fatboy Slim, guy Fatboy Slim, I guess. Came out in April 2001. And this is, Kent, you mentioned this as like one you didn't like music
No.
because all you
It's
see is Christopher Walken's face.
Yeah, I mean, the video is now just Christopher Walken dancing.
And that's what
right.
it is. So it's Christopher Walken in this hotel lobby. He looks really glum. He hears music playing, Weapon of Choice. He starts to dance. And he starts to dance more. And then he really gets into it, and the music takes over, and he goes up an elevator, jumps off the balcony, and starts flying around the hotel lobby. It is so bizarre, and yet the song "Weapon of Choice," Fatboy Slim, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's got a vibe to it.
Yeah.
But this music video elevated it, and I might add Christopher Walken to the next level. Where also it was
true.
like, wow, that guy. He's actually a pretty talented dancer.
Yeah, a little soft shoe going on.
Yeah, he's going
very
to say
good.
he's trained in tap. And the funny thing about it is that the song "Weapon of Choice" it has that line "Walk without rhythm, and you won't attract the worm."
Which is a reference to what?
Dune, which Christopher Walken has now starred in
Yep.
Dune 2, and people have made that
Whoa.
connection.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
fun thing
deep.
there. Although he admitted he wasn't aware of the connection to the song and Dune before appearing in the film. So yeah. It won 6 awards at the MTV Music Awards, including Best Choreography to Christopher Walken for his dance.
Did he just make it up? Do you know?
I think he rehearsed it. From what I understand, so Spike Jonze directed this one, and apparently Christopher Walken, I don't know why, was showing off his dance moves, and Spike Jonze was like, yeah, okay, let's put that in the music video.
Cool.
So, yeah, worked out great. Weapon of Choice, Fatboy Slim. I love
Super
that
good
song.
choice.
Because of the music video, it became better.
Now we're going to go with simple yet satisfying. I wanted to, consider Beyonce Single Ladies here.
Yeah.
But
Because the concept's so simple.
yeah,
Right?
I had to go with one that is very simple, a simple song, most appropriate for a simple time in our lives.
Hate you.
You went Pink Fong?
Pink Fong.
You went Cisco.
Look, it's my son's favorite song.
Okay, I gotta have
This
some
is
respect
so
to
getting
it.
red flagged on YouTube. I'm gonna have to appeal so many copyright strikes.
Oh yeah, this whole show.
Yeah.
Don't even try.
That's not happening. This show is not going on YouTube, but the playlist is.
Wait, simple yet, but it's satisfying. Zach.
Simple yet satisfying.
Not
'Cause
you want to
here's
like
the deal. Here's
pull
the
out
deal.
your eardrum.
Mr. Cynicism. When I'm standing on the other side of the bath and my 1.5-year-old son knows all the choreography to Baby Shark,
Aw,
that means it
come
is
on.
simple, it's adorable, and it's fun. You can hate this song all you want, but in the
Yeah.
right context, which I finally am in, it's awesome.
Here's the weird thing too. That's not an original song.
No.
But yet, and it's on other places on YouTube. It's done before. But for some reason, the way Pink Fong did it, it hit the right chord.
Pink Fong is a South Korean kind of educational group and channel. They have all sorts
I
of
thought they were
videos.
North Korean.
Well,
They have their own YouTube.
they're nice. They're nice, Joel. This isn't going on YouTube. It's fine. No, but the song, I mean, people were singing it at girls' camp, years ago.
Yes.
This is-
I always heard like the Mama Jaws do,
Yeah.
do, or something
Yeah.
like that, right?
There's
Different
been
rhythms, different
A little
variations.
bit different rhythms, different variations, different.
But if you sing out without rhythm,
the
you wanna
camp,
affect the worm.
the camp versions are often more morbid as well. Stranger things happen.
You lose an arm, you lose a leg.
Right. But this particular version was uploaded. There's like the actual song was uploaded at the end of 2015, but the Baby Shark dance, which has become the big deal, it was uploaded June 17th, 2016, but it went viral in 2017. It started going crazy. And then in November of 2020, about 4 years after it was uploaded, it became the most viewed YouTube video of all time, kind of as discussed earlier.
Which is good because the evolution of dance really needed to be dethroned.
Evolution of Dance is
Horrible.
horrible. So far down.
Oh, come on.
It was good for its time, Joel.
Still good.
It passed.
Like, so you move like that.
It passed Despacito. Despacito was at one point the most viewed ever.
Wow.
But it did. It passed and has vastly, surpassed that. I don't think it'll ever be topped because it's a song that keeps getting played over and over and over again. And is it annoying? Sure, if you've heard it a lot.
The answer is yes.
But
for 6 months of your life, you think it's adorable.
But before I had kids, when I was doing, I did dance parties for
Yeah.
kids as a DJ. This song hits, man. It slaps. It's good. It's fun. Doing the little
Got another
pinch
gray
and
hair by
slap.
saying
It's
that.
abusive.
No, it's
Yeah.
great. I'm no Baby Shark hater. I never have been, and now that I actually have a son who loves it, it's even better. I love this song. Simple yet satisfying. Joel, I'm being wholesome. Shoot me down.
I'm not shooting you down.
Should've
but I'm,
done
gonna,
that. Should've
but I'm
done.
going to slow things down.
'Cause nothing compares.
Nothing compares to you. Also my pick.
What?
Also my
Oh,
pick. This is the most simple music video out there.
There was another one I might have picked, but
Dang it.
That's okay. So Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You, came out
1990.
January of 1990, and it really is mostly just a close-up, and I'm talking close-up, like you don't even see the top of her head. It's
She's wearing a black turtleneck
with a black background,
Yeah.
and she's just singing directly to the camera. And she's going through the stages of sadness and anger, and it's all about this breakup. And occasionally it shows her just walking around the streets of Paris.
Yeah.
But it is
The first time I thought it was a guy walking around Paris, and I was like, "Oh, she's singing about him." It's her
because she
in
had a
trench
shaved
coat.
head.
Yeah,
yeah, that was kind of her thing back then.
But then she cries.
There's a single tear that rolls down her face.
Do you know the story behind that?
Tell it, Ken.
She thought about her mom who died in a car crash in 1985. The song was kind of for her mom. It shows her face, but it's the stages of grief she shows in this 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
And it's this kind of a beautiful rawness to it, where she's
Yeah.
like, you see the emotion in her, and
It shouldn't be rewatchable because it really is just her looking at us singing.
yeah, with a black background and a
it's
black turtleneck,
captivating.
it's like a floating head.
Yeah.
but for some reason, it is almost impossible to look away. And I think this really, this did put her on the map. It was
Yeah.
kind of her only big American hit
And she went and ripped a picture of the Pope. Oops.
on SNL. Yeah, I remember that as well.
So she was the first female artist to get the MTV Video of the Year with this song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it really is a powerful music video. I'm glad we have it on the playlist. I feel bad I stole your pick though, Ken.
No, it's totally fine. It is the right pick.
There's other simply
So-
satisfying
it's
music
so
videos out
simple,
there.
though.
Yeah.
Now we are to our final category, and we're going to talk most inventive. There's a lot of creativity that goes into it, but what's the most inventive, Joel?
This is agreed by many to be one of the most inventive music videos out there. It has stood the test of time, I would say. Even though it looks dated, it's still an inventive dated.
Perfect. Okay. Great choice.
So this is Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel, released in April 1986. And I don't know how to explain the concept of this video other than it's Peter Gabriel's face that has a bunch
Stop
of
motion.
stop motion and pixelation and claymation, like all happening around him.
Is it almost ugly to watch?
I wouldn't say ugly, but I would say can be off-putting at times, especially when
Yeah.
they have like they're animating dead featherless chickens, headless chickens.
But you're so curious as to what will happen next.
I think it's in the vein of, you know, that one scene in Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory?
In the tunnel?
In the tunnel? I
Little
think
bit.
it's that.
I don't know.
or Better Off Dead, the cheeseburger scene.
No, that's just it. So yeah, it has a bunch of stuff going on there. This is directed by Stephen R. Johnson, and some of these techniques had been used before on earlier music videos, but this one kind of put it all together. Peter Gabriel laid he was under a sheet of glass for 16 hours while filming the video one frame at a time.
Jeez.
And Peter Gabriel said it was a lot of hard work, and I was thinking at the time, if anyone wants to try to copy this video, good luck to them, because it was a very tedious experience.
Do you
for
love
him.
the song, or is just the
I
video
do.
make the song?
I loved the song before watching the video, and then I remember watching the video and I'm like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Because it was just
I think the song's a little bit sleepy, but then the video makes it like a rocker. Yeah, it becomes really good.
I don't know about that, but I do like how it mixes stuff too. Like you always have the stop motion, but at the end it's like this starlight field with like a guy in a bodysuit. But this is, according to Time Magazine, the all-time most played music video on MTV.
Wow.
And it won 9 MTV Music Video Awards in 1987, the most awards a single video has won.
I want to run this whole thing through Adobe After Effects with a little bit of smoothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is pretty choppy. I want it to be more like Michael Jackson's Black and White. You know, like
A little more
very
morphing,
so
a little
cool
smooth.
morphing transitions.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that on this episode, but that's a great...
Oh, it'll come up at some point. It's awesome.
Which I think we definitely should do a sequel. That's why we're not doing honorable mentions, because there's many more music videos out there.
I know I've seen at least 2 more.
Start watching them, Zach, prepare for next episode.
Kent, what's inventive to you?
So this is the most inventive, otherwise known as the OK Go Award.
It's the OK Go category.
So I'm going with the song "I Won't Let You Down." Not only is the song what I consider to be probably their biggest banger, like I think it's the best song associated with a great video. It's not their most memorable video, but let me tell you why it's so cool. This is the band on motorized scooters, but it's just like the unicycle scooters they're sitting on.
Yeah, down in Japan.
Yeah, and they're in an abandoned warehouse, and you're like, oh, that's cool. They have cool choreography in this one. But it is the work that this one took, right? So they filmed this one. They slowed the song down to half speed.
Yeah, so they can get the timing right.
Yes, they got the timing right. And
Because
they also
they play at normal speed, but
and they want it to be manic style when they kind of show it at normal speed.
Yeah.
And so they're just riding these scooters, and they're doing a great job. Like, I imagine if I was riding these, I would just like veer off to the side
Yeah,
at any given
they're
time.
like hoverboards, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you got to keep your balance on them.
And then all of a sudden you see these dancers come in, and it's basically like literally 1,500 Japanese schoolgirls come in,
Yep.
and they start dancing. They all get umbrellas, and they start doing this choreography. But the thing that's so cool, remember, this is 2014. Drones were like a thing, but not a thing yet.
They weren't like, a lot of people didn't have
and so
them.
it seemed like a crew was like backing away. Then all of a sudden it goes up to the sky.
Yeah, near the end when it goes above them, and they're opening and closing their umbrellas in a way that's like
And
pixels
then-
on a TV screen.
And then these 1,500 dancers were all on scooters, and they are using these umbrellas as an LED screen, right? They're showing animation, they're showing the words of the song. The creativity on this one is nuts. And what OK Go does so well is the one shot. Not all
Yeah.
their songs are one shot,
No.
and some are shot to be that way. But they did almost 60 takes for this one. Imagine shooting this one at half speed 60 times. They got 2 or 3 that were good, but they finally got one perfect one shot. And that's what you see in this video.
and it's so
It's
good.
brilliant. The song is so cool.
But it is a good song.
Yeah.
I don't think that their most popular music videos, I don't think any of the songs are bad, but this one is just, it's kind of a little bit more funky.
I would
It is
listen
very
to
fun.
the song without the music video, whereas most time I'm like, well, I should be watching an OK Go music video to associate with this song.
Yeah, and definitely OK Go is one of those bands that when you hear the music, you see their music video.
Yeah.
That's what it's made for.
And that's what I'm saying is like, yeah, the dancers doing simple movements and everything, but it's the incorporation of all the people, the drones, the umbrella choreography. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Zach, what do you got?
So this is the OK Go category,
Yeah,
right?
right.
I mean, we could go Rube Goldberg. We could go.
I already picked him for another one.
We could go something, a huge moment slowed down. There's so many cool things. We'll talk about them again.
Yeah.
But I have to do the one that's somewhat related to automobiles.
Yep.
Because it's me.
Needing is one thing, and getting's another.
The thing of it is, it doesn't even sound that good.
No, that's just it. So I don't really care for this song on its own, but the music video is like,
Needing Getting.
Wow,
So
that is.
Needing / Getting, OK Go, is the song
what's funny is the music video for the song, like the official music video, isn't the song that you get on the album.
No.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly good song. I don't mind it, but it's just funny because the version that we all see, because it premiered on MTV on February 5th and like 12 people saw it, but an edited version of it was played at the Super Bowl, during the Super Bowl. So a lot of people saw it, right? But it's the video was sponsored by Chevrolet, which is its only fault.
They do that. Honda sponsored the other one.
No, I'm fine
I'll
with
let
that.
you go.
Honda can sponsor that, but
Not Chevrolet.
Remember when Morton Salt sponsored one?
yeah, whatever. The Salt one was good. Is that
It's
the plain
really
one?
good.
Anyway, it features the Chevy Sonic, the car. So within the video, the car is outfitted with numerous pneumatic arms and devices. It's driven through a specifically designed rally car course by the band's lead singer, with the other band members as passengers. And some of they start just like banging the doors and stuff to make the song. It's mostly percussive to kind of make the song. You're like, oh, that's kind of fun. And then during the course of the song, they drive around and the arms strike various musical instruments. The particular like the standout image to me is just all the pianos stuck in the ground, on their sides, and it's just slapping against them and making these sounds. But it's pianos, guitars, glass jars, plastic drums, and arrangement and tuning of all these make the melody of the song. And it is fascinating to me.
It is.
I've watched it happen so many times because I appreciate so much all of the work that goes into every one of their videos. But specifically with this one, it's like, where do you even start with something like that? How do you even start building something like that? And how many tries and how many attempts? It's just my mind starts to wander in a fun. How did you do that way?
Well, even just music videos in general, I think it's so bizarre that someone's job to be like, okay, you guys are going to be in a shopping cart in a brightly colored store, but it's all pretend. And then the floor comes up and a dolphin jumps over and they all start making all this crazy
Wouldn't
stuff.
you want that job?
Yeah, I
want
would love that job. But I'm always wondering, how does that pitch meeting go?
Yeah.
That's why I kind of did that thing at the intro of just being like, this sounds bizarre when you explain it, but trust me, it's going to be awesome. And I think it's very telling that all three of us picked OK Go songs, maybe in different categories, and that's why we don't want to do honorable mentions, because I'm pretty sure if we do a sequel, they're going to come up again.
more.
There's plenty more.
Well, I'll have one more. I mean, it's just going to happen.
Yeah. But there we go. There are our picks for our music video category show. We hope you played along at home, and we want to hear your picks for these categories. No honorable mentions because, hey, we may do one in the future. But let us know on Facebook, let us know on Instagram, let us know on Twitter, music videos that you would have picked for each one of these categories.
And I really need you to come through for me because I haven't seen any. So even if you want to be like, Zach, here is music video education, post that too.
But before we go, we'd like to give some love to our patrons, those that help keep the lights on here in the Baking Cave, including the I Am a Listener tier, which has Taylor Sanderson, Some Guy, Sir and Madam Hicks, Shannon West, Scott, Nuns Don't Work on Sunday, Sprague, Brian and Marley, Rocky and Steph, Lady Terry Finley, Juice the Cooler King Swallow, Jennifer Kilkowski, Casey Cummings, Angela Plotz, Alicia Bass, and Adam and Rachel Crump. And then we have our Bacon Council, which includes the other Brit, Johnny English, the one, the only Chris Anderson, Stephen, everyone's favorite Ross, Star Wars expert Kyler, our favorite couple, the Madsons, Nicole D. Kale, Her Royal Highness Jessica Terry, Glo Clin Daniel, Debbie Foster, and Beaker.
Thank you, patrons.
Thank you, patrons. You are the thrill to our lure.
Really?
What I'm going
Not
with.
the OK to our go.
Yeah,
Could have been. That's too easy. But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76Joel on Twitter. You can find me performing with Quick Wits, who perform at the Midvale Performing Arts Center and the studio at Parker Theater. For more details, go to qwcomedy.com or go to the Quick Wits Facebook page.
You can find me at Twitter or Instagram at Kenny3DD. You can read my movie reviews at ShowtimeShowdown.com.
If you'd like to connect with me, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Tumbling Mustard. But more importantly, make sure you're following Baconsale. Please like that Facebook page and then go to @Baconsale on Twitter and Instagram. After you've done that, go to tpublic.com/Baconsale where you can get yourself some merch. And then if you like what's going on here and you want to support us further, visit patreon.com/Baconsale. Support starts at just $3 a month. You can get all sorts of fun behind the scenes stuff. We very recently released the full list of mustaches from the last week's episode. Fun stuff, including those bacon bits that happen most of the time. Patreon.com/Baconsale.
So until next time, okay, Mr. Jackson, so you're not happy with the zombie cat monster idea? How about this? Everywhere you step, the sidewalk glows, and there's a handkerchief that turns into a tiger.
This doesn't make money.
Videos. Music videos, music videos, music
Lewis and the
videos.
news. Ray Parker Jr. suit. Huey Lewis and the news. Ray Parker Jr. suit. Huey Lewis and the news.
Video killed the radio star.
All recorded.
I felt like I was like fawning on you, and so I've left it alone. But I noticed.
Say it. I need the word, Zach.
Can't you look so handsome?
Thanks.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Guys,
matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Why were there so many melting dolls in this video?
Dancer or gang member?
There was a Mouseketeer midriff happening. Oh,
Hey.
girls are cool.
Leave Britney alone.
Leave Britney alone. When was the last
Nope.
time you went to a sports anything?
Whoa.
In this country. In this country.
That's rude.
Da, da, da. Hey, lunch lady.
I'm addicted to you.
No, that's toxic. Half of Tenacious D's music videos are about the formation of Tenacious D. Did Jacob just walk through the door?
Welcome back, Jake.
Oh, Jake, how's it going?
We just summoned Jacob.
Did someone say Natalie Imbruglia?
what?
Turn around.
Where's Paul Giamatti? Have you ever seen The Holdovers? It's pretty good. There's another batch of young boys. Whoa. What have you got in the school?
Going on? We're very sorry.
Bonnie Tyler. Okay. You can't hear facial hair.